Christ.
You wanted energy. I'm giving energy.
Did I? I think I asked from
good, your mic
banana
works
twin
now.
over there.
By the way, Jordan,
Why didn't you get the memo that we were wearing yellow today?
By the way, Jordan, the woman who, got a $2,200 fucking Sony television couldn't figure out her fucking microphone.
Oh, let's get into that. Okay.
Just say you're jealous. Okay?
I am.
You know what's funny is I think I have that TV, but I'm an idiot. I bought it.
Really? There's no
a while
it's
ago.
Impossible. It's impossible.
Oh, it's the new one. It's their new.
It was released on Friday. This
Never mind.
television was released on Friday, and it's like comparable to whatever TVs they use. There's like a bug.
Go ahead, tell us about it. What's the specs?
Yeah, I have a Sony Bravia, but I guess I didn't know it was a new model. That's fire.
Tell me, Jasmine, what's the specs on that television?
It's big and tall at the same time. And it
is.
I don't know, bro. It's just a good TV. What do you want from me?
Oh, I know it is.
How are you getting it through your door?
I'm not bringing. They said because
it comes via truck from them.
Yeah, it comes via truck from them, and he was like, "It's going to be a few weeks because they're not going to give me a model that's just on the floor. They're like, we want to give you a brand new,
new inbox,
the first one off the factory, and we're going to like send it to you." And I was like, I don't care. It was just
they'll send those to like Best Buys, Walmarts, things like that to like do for if they have like a end cap or some kind of display or something like that. They'll send those.
I see the ones that were like already chilling there. Fair enough. Yeah,
because they can be full of defects and stuff. They're the early models and everything.
Or they'll use them for like anything.
You're doing it on a display. Why would you want to send the defects?
Because they don't actually have to change anything.
Right, they don't have to do anything. So if there's a chip on it, or like somebody kind of screwed something up in shipment or something, or they lose the remote or something, they'll put it part of like if PlayStation 5 has like a display they need for something, they'll do it for that. Or Sony has some sort of displaying they're doing, they'll do it for that. So that's what they'll do it for.
It's just a blanket TV there.
Correct. Technically, yeah. It's like one of the first couple they put out. It's like the iPhone, right? Like they make all the new iPhones, and it's like you can get this one, but we're sending it to you because people touch this, it's power going through it. It's been back and forth through things,
Right. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, I just, the whole situation was really fucking awkward. It was so fucking.
One person to win some technology is hysterical at you.
It's so weird. And it was weirder because like I didn't want to be there, and the fact that we were because we left CinemaCon early. So I was about to send them the Dear John letter of like, hey guys, I love you so much. Thank you for sending this big ass puzzle that I didn't actually do. But like what, like as far as a PR gift, they sent a living room size puzzle and was like, something new is coming. And it's just like, what am I gonna do with that after I've done it? Like that's weird as hell. Just some of these gimmicks are getting crazy, but I think I told you the story. Like I don't need to necessarily repeat it, but what I will say is how it felt afterwards, having all of these influencers come up to me and be like, hey, did you actually win a TV? And me being like, well, as far as I know, I signed contracts. So yes. I mean, they told me I still have to pay taxes on it. So probably, I don't know.
What?
So similar happened to me with Lexus, but go ahead.
So that's basically it. And it was just a bunch of influencers coming up to me being like, did you actually, like, was that real? You aren't like a paid plant. I was like, no, bruv. I just be jealous.
They send you a 1099. And then, so what happens is I won for making a video for Lexus when I worked at Lexus.
Yeah.
And I got a prize, a cash prize. And they didn't say anything about it. Didn't say anything in the rulings, but come tax time, I got a 1099 from Lexus mailed to me.
They said, hey,
and they were like,
you pay
hey,
the government.
We
gave you X. We want Y. And I was like,
why?
I too.
Why me?
Why?
Yeah, why?
But so I've been Googling it, trying to figure out how much this TV is worth. And because it's brand new as of Friday, they don't have the pricings on it.
$2,200 to $2,500. What size?
$4,000 TV. Because it is brand new because of the size and because of like the specs on it. It's like a whole thing. It's the brand. It's
because it's supposed to. Are they, when they send it to you, are they including like the sound bar and all that?
Everything. Apparently, it's like a
that makes sense then.
Oh, they said they're sending you the whole home theater.
And
that's fire.
And what's crazy is it was after I signed that he was like, "Oh, one more thing. Sorry, taxes."
By the way,
like he's like, as soon as that dot hit, she's like, "Oh." Hey, forgot to tell you, by the way.
In case you were wondering.
$10,000 just for this one thing.
It's not
so 20% of that, you Got to send?
Was that
Thanks.
$300 taxes? Holy shit.
Or
And
for
I'm not
$4,000,
even
I
like,
mean,
yeah, just fuck it. Anyway, that's my life. Just super fun.
but no, you
Super
can't know what
fun.
you can watch on that actually. That would look really, really nice.
No, do tell.
The brand new Mission Impossible fucking trailer.
All that trailer was a combination of all of his old movies.
All the old movies.
What
We're
is
coming to
what?
an end. By the way, do we know that Stitch is the same weekend? I mean, listen
Yeah.
to me. I'm just saying.
Barbenheimer.
It's the Impossible Stitch.
Yaz and I were talking about this. It is, what did I call it? Stitch Impossible, Ohana Reckoning.
The Ohana Reckoning. I like that.
Ohana Reckoning is crazy.
Ohana Reckoning is that's kind of gas. I like that. Put that on a shirt. Reckoning. But that's
so
but like I'm so sorry, but going from Barbie to Oppenheimer or Oppenheimer to Barbie, like that flowed. You know, you got the I am become dead.
now they're doing it too much.
But like even just the flow is it that flows because it's like I am become death. I'm a Barbie girl. Like the mood shift is good.
Yeah.
How you go from Ohana
Family to family. It's a family. I'm with my family in Hawaii. Somebody who is an outsider, I've brought them in. They're together. Ohana. And then we're fighting for family. Look, a bald, semi-short human being once said, family. Okay?
Semi-short is crazy.
Is he a short man, Jordan?
He's not tall. He's like Joe Rogan, 5'7".
Like, is he you not tall, or is he like Jordan not tall?
First of all,
Vin Diesel is 6
what
foot.
do you mean you not tall?
It's okay. We love a short king. Like it's rep that.
But short, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Like,
And so is Vin Diesel.
Rep a short king.
He
Rep a
just looks short. He built short.
And
That's
how
a
do you
lie.
think you look, Mister? I'm 6 foot.
I
Oh.
hope Vin Diesel sees
Oh.
this exact
Oh,
moment.
he can look at it. He can see it.
Man said a semi-short bald human being and he's the same height as you is
Same
crazy.
height.
Look, one of us uses a laptop as a laptop. The other one uses a Mac Mini as a laptop.
Boy, if I really loved Apple products, that would have been a really good joke. Sitting over here with all
Jordan got it. That's all that mattered.
Anyway, I haven't because of CinemaCon. I didn't get to watch Daredevil. I apologize. I'll watch it sometime today. But at this point, Daredevil, White Lotus, Severance. I'm behind on all of these shows.
It's too
Do
many
we
things.
care?
I didn't started to watch any. I've watched nothing of Severance.
Can I just really want to lay down. I hate White Lotus. And I've never seen White Lotus. I've maybe seen the first 4 episodes, but I hate
Of this
White
season
Lotus.
or in
I
general?
don't know. I just don't like it.
All
and
of it.
because I don't like people who watch it.
That's
Why?
it. She doesn't like people.
Most
I heard it.
specifically,
You
I
all heard her. She said she doesn't like people.
It's just when I watch White Lotus, I have watched like the first 4 episodes, maybe
Where are
5
you?
episodes of the first season.
What country are you in for White Lotus?
I don't know. I don't know anything. It's just like watching your white neighbors exist. I don't care. Like
They're in
don't-
other countries.
I don't get the benefit of it. And so here's the thing. I will obviously be on social media and TikTok. And so I'm out here watching people react to this. And they're like aliens. And like, he's got an alligator on his shirt. And so because of that, he's predatory. But to who? Who is this person? We see a snake in the background. Who could that snake? The way they dissect this White Lotus show is the way that we dissect, but we've got comic references to go for. What the fuck is the reference? You're like, what, why? And so I'm seeing people deep dive these white people's lives like it's their job. And I just, what is the appeal?
We making anything out of anything these
I'll
days,
always want
y'all.
to know what we doing in our lives. God, I don't know what to tell you.
Really do, but moreover, it's like, is it a murder mystery? Because it doesn't play like one.
Is it supposed to be a murder mystery? Because that I've not understood what the fuck I'm watching with White Lotus
like,
either.
Kind of like a murder mystery.
Okay, it either is
But
or
you
is not.
know, so every season starts out with the murder of like the end of what happens, and then it leads from that first episode. Always starts out with the end, kind of like somebody dies, what's up, and then it goes forward halfway through the first episode, and starts your story of meeting people and doing stuff and blah blah blah, and then at the end, everything kind of comes together, and then you have that moment in that scene that you got in the very beginning.
So it feels like it's supposed to be a murder mystery, but a comedy, but also an anthology series. Because are you even following the same people season to season?
It's a murder mystery anthology, no comedy. It's very loose comedy. It's not.
It doesn't feel like comedy
the
at
clip.
all
All I've seen is with the woman shooting and like not looking when she's shooting. She said, "I hate White Lotus." I'm not gonna lie, I only know about the clips from it. I'm
And
kind of
it's
like,
just so crazy because
I
I
have to
saw
watch
so
this
many of my
season.
friends at the White Lotus like season finale premiere acting like it was literally Oppenheimer, like it was this Christopher Nolan masterpiece, and I'm just
I enjoy them. They're good.
it might be to them, Jasmine, but
maybe,
First of
maybe.
all, what do you
It
mean
might be.
them?
You know what I mean.
you people,
Little middle of America, you know, just it's fine.
Utah.
These
I
take
don't know why I
place in
said
other
Utah.
countries. Like we had
But
Italy.
I was
here's
gonna
the
say
thing,
it's
though.
Hawaii.
I
Well,
think
Hawaii, not another
I
country, but
think
Hawaii,
they
the
Italy.
first
figured it
one,
out.
Italy, and then this new one's in Thailand.
And here's the thing. I think it's a disconnection because this is a show about wealthy people being wealthy and experiencing wealth, and that's not something that I can
Not
relate
entirely
to.
true.
Is the majority of the show about rich people existing and being unhappy when they don't get what they want? That's a lie. It's a resort. That is a bold-faced lie. This whole thing is centered
I'm not
around
rich
a
and wealthy. I can go to a
luxury
resort.
Okay, that's great. I am not a rich person who can't go to a resort. So
I mean,
I'm
trying to
gonna
look
win
and see if the
that.
characters are
Yeah.
rich, and it's not loading.
The answer is yes.
I was about to
The
say,
answer
Adam's
is
just
yes.
straight lying.
They're
This
all
thing
Answer
said
is yes.
rich.
super rich, like casually drop 50K on a
rich.
whim and still complain about life rich.
They're not
Like-
super rich. They're just rich.
it's not a show that I can relate to. So like I like Severance is a show I can relate to, splitting my mind so I don't have to deal with the woes of life. Great. Super relatable.
Man, I need an any right now.
Achoo! I don't know, man. That Eddie would be struggling. He'd never get to go to the elevator. I'll tell you that right now. I would just.
I need to watch
leave him.
Severance. I've heard so many good things, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, I'm
It's
tired.
just another thing.
Speaking of though, because I know you must be tired, because on top of winning that TV, you got bombarded with news at lovely CinemaCon. Did you even see every bit of the news? Because I was following stuff you were announcing, but then at the same time, I know it's got to be stuff you didn't post about.
There's so much stuff I didn't post about. There's so much stuff that I didn't like. I didn't post about Gabby's Dollhouse. They did a whole presentation on Gabby's Dollhouse to Gabby getting a movie. Apparently, I don't know if you guys know this, but Gabby's Dollhouse has been since it was released in the top 10 Netflix. And I don't just mean top 10 for children's show. I mean top 10, almost 1, 2, 3. I think it's like the top 3 ever for all shows on Netflix. Gabby's Dollhouse is so impressive. It's a children's show that just surpasses children's show and just is a great show. I'm not saying that I watch it. I'll never watch Gabby's Dollhouse, but the audience has
seem
loved
like
it.
you'd watch Cocomelon.
I don't know.
Why are you like?
I'm not a repetitive person. Like I like Dora the Explorer because yes, her actions are repetitive, but she's not saying repetitive stuff all of the time. I can watch Bluey because Bluey is like it's a script. It's like a central script. But the second you're like Cocomelon over and over again, I turn the shit off because I'm not a Cocomeloner. I'm not a melon head.
We've actively avoided letting our kid watch Cocomelon, and then there was someone's house that she was over where their kid was watching it, and she watched it. We were like,
No.
"Please, God!" When she
No.
came home and asked for it, we said, "Absolutely not."
No. Do
No.
you hate mommy and daddy? Do
Do you hate your own development?
Yeah.
It's actually apparently like there's a website to show like how ratings can affect, like how shows can fuck up kids' brains, and like Cocomelon is like one of the worst.
Jordan, it's like when you stay at your friend's house and their parents let you sleep on the couch, and then you go home and you can't sleep on the couch. You know?
Yeah, I do actually know what you mean.
Mhm.
It took me a second, but
This house wouldn't let you sleep on it. Didn't make you sleep on the floor. I don't understand.
no, it like I don't know. For some reason, like Southern parents at some point, because once I got older, my parents didn't care if I slept on the couch. But there was a phase where like I wasn't allowed to sleep on the couch, like because that's our furniture. Get your feet off the furniture that people come in
The
and
oils
visit
from
and
your
sit on.
face will like discolor it and all that stuff and everything. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it just was
Yeah.
a weird Southern thing for a minute. I don't know. Don't ask me.
for butts, not face. Like
I mean, also fair. People be sitting and farting
But
on the
you
couch,
would
but I
just
mean, I
lie a
fart on my
sheet
bed.
down. You would just lie a sheet down. I don't.
You're saying things that are supposed to make sense, Jasmine. For some reason, from the 80s to the 2010s in the South, some things happened that didn't make sense.
mm,
Because the thing is, when I got to high school, my parents didn't care. But I do remember a time where I couldn't sleep on the
Maybe
couch. It was like, go get in your bed.
Perfect example. Paul Wall. Shouldn't have happened, but it happened.
Paul Wall, the
Who's
rapper.
Paul Wall?
Music, music. It's
He
music.
does
It's music.
grills.
Just
He's Houston, Texas, baby.
music.
Okay. God, I'm just out of
CinemaCon news. ADHD.
Yeah, let's. So you have questions because I think that'd be easier if you just.
Yes.
Go for
What
it, Adam.
was something you saw that you weren't expecting to see, like a show or movie or something? What was one that like kind of was like, ooh, I didn't know it was coming. I'm happy I saw that.
I knew The Bride was coming, but I hadn't seen. That's the Frankenstein one from the Gyllenhaal. No,
Jake.
not
Nope,
the girl,
sister.
his sister.
Maggie.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. Yeah, Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing The Bride, and yeah, it's a Frankenstein reimagining, and the reason why she really liked this film, if I'm woman spending you, I apologize. But the thing about The Bride, the way back when Finn, it's like a 60-minute film, but The Bride is only in it for like 6 minutes, and the whole movie is titled Bride of Frankenstein. But she's barely in it. She wakes up, she screams, and that's it. That's the movie. And it's wild. And so Maggie watched this and she was like, I guess she was at a party and she saw a guy with the bride tattoo, and it just kind of sparked her mind of like, what is her life? Like, what would that life look like? And what would I look like directing a film like that? And so it's this really like it's such a dark, it almost reminds me of like The Crow in that style that it is. It's just so dark and dirty. The way that the woman, the actress described it as, she's like, this kind of love is like dousing yourself with petrol or, gasoline, and having a friend or having your lover stand by really close with a match. And I was like, can you imagine that if you douse yourself in alcohol and the love of your life is holding a match and you just really want to kiss him? Like, that's the type of love that this is. And I was like, that sounds really cool. So that was one that I got really excited about. But as far as like things I didn't know about, I feel like I knew about everything.
What was the one you saw and you were like, ugh, God, why do I have to look at this?
The fucking a lot of the Blumhouse films, but most specifically the I'm not excited for Megan 2. That it just seems so dumb and they're leaning so heavy into it. I mean, I think for like the kitschy value, obviously I'm gonna rep it, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna do all the promos for it because I like the actresses, the little girls. I think they're really cool and I want them to do well. Not excited for Megan 2. I'm not excited for the new companion film that's coming out. What was it? Like Offline or some bullshit, but it's essentially the exact same thing as the companion movie that came out. And what's crazy is Jack Quaid was in Companion, and his girlfriend is the lead actress in this new like companion style film that's coming out. And so they filmed those exact same movies at the exact same time, basically. Crazy. But the true answer to that question is the Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's the one movie I do not care about. 100%.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. I was gonna say, because I know Adam, you had a face at the Megan too. Even our horror movie person, I don't know if you got to meet him at all. He was at CinemaCon, Evan Solo. He was big Megan, and even he's like, I'm gonna give Megan 2 a chance, but he was like, but it feels like they went away from what made Megan
No, the
good.
problem is they went too hard into what they thought the people wanted, which was
Yeah.
silliness. And it's just not. It's
They
like,
wanted Alexa versus Siri.
that's exactly what they did. And what's worse is like the way that Megan talks to them now, it's just like she's in a little toy robot and put me in a body and I'll beat her. It's like, ugh, this movie just makes me feel exhausted already. Yeah.
How was
Yeah, I
the
really wish we
Superman?
could find it.
How was Superman panel?
You've heard how the Superman panel was.
I didn't even know they had one.
What do you mean?
They had a Superman panel?
Yes. Oh, you're being a douche. Yeah, no.
I knew about the trailer sneak peek, but I would like to hear like what were the thoughts of the people who were there, because we know what the internet said, and I'll get into that in a second. Wait.
I guess
Question: does it differ from what a friend of ours thought?
That I edited for him? The video I stood next to him whilst he recorded. Kind of, but no, I don't, I do like a little something, you know. So but I'm also of the mind of don't give me the whole movie. So what I thought they could have done is given us a behind the scenes tour of the soundstage. And I know, yes, like us being connoisseurs and us being crazy people, we'll still try to find the little things in the backgrounds. But I think giving us like a something, a behind the scenes tour, or like even like I don't know, them in costume, like coming out in costume and having us see Superman in costume. I think that would have been a really nice treat for us. Just a
Mm.
little something extra, something that no one else would have got, but we've had these interviews
Or
before.
maybe like a glimpse of the mechanic.
Maybe. I think the mechanic would have been cool, but I think even that's giving too much. Or give us different characters. Give us Hawk Girl. You know, have Hawk Girl come out and not
We've
Hot
seen
Girl.
Hawk Girl though.
We haven't
Like
seen her talk though. I don't think
no,
we've
but we've
gotten a
seen in
Q&A
flight
with
and stuff
her.
like I get what you're saying though, but like give us something we haven't seen. But I think that's some of the problem sometimes. It's like this movie's not till July. And there's so much in between, like a Thunderbolts movie. The tickets just went on sale for today.
Crazy.
You're crazy with me. I don't think I've been excited about a Marvel movie or a Marvel project. I should say Marvel movie, not project, because the TV show's been okay with me.
Yeah, we've been
But
really
like
excited for the
movie, but it's funny how is it every time everyone's excited about a Marvel movie, it's very Guardians-ish.
because it's
Like a
Group of ragtag
group of
misfits who
ragtag
aren't
misfits.
heroes put
I mean,
together
we say that, and then we get Creature Commandos, and
that was animated and not our
oh,
fault.
we're giving allowances now.
Yes.
I mean, don't we all like
because we just got
allowances?
the teaser yesterday for
I just typed in Creature Commandos because y'all said Creature Commandos. Jesus Christ.
what
got
did
the
we
what?
teaser for yesterday? Somebody in a silver helmet.
Oh, the Peacemaker.
Yeah, baby.
Do we really get a teaser? See, I miss everything.
It was such a quick little just.
It really was. I mean, Jordan, it was like 10 seconds, if that.
I'm never gonna. I guess you might have deleted the tweet. I
It's
swear.
longer than John actually lasted with Nikki.
Did y'all see? By the way, first of all. Anyways,
I don't know what that reference
did
is.
you there? Because
John
as
Cena,
we're talking
so-
about DC and like obviously Superman, we're gonna be Superman in general. The more that I'm seeing,
to be Superman and real hard.
it seems, you know, hopefully I hopefully trust that James Gunn will be able to keep it a focus on Superman. It does feel more like a Justice League movie right now. But what I was gonna say was there was a recent, like, I guess, set photo or something of Aaron Pierre and someone Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. There was a recent photo, this one right here, him on the set of Lantern. I'm gonna share it real quick.
Bring it up.
And it's really funny and sad, right?
Funny and
So
sad?
this is all that there was. Someone quote tweeted this and said, "I can't believe they're doing that moment from the comics." That's all they said. And then after it went viral, they were like, "I hope y'all know I just said that to see if people would just get excited and go along with it." It was the epitome of you can just say whatever on Twitter and it will go. Because people were like, "Yeah, that moment was so fire." What moment is he talking?
One moment, baby.
So, but we had those set photos come out around that time, and the more discourse about Superman. What were your thoughts on showing a Superman that is not a god? Because a lot of people were very upset by that.
Are you kidding me? He can get hurt. Superman dies, y'all. Dies. Superman, there's literally the death of Superman, and that's how Lois Lane gets her Pulitzer Prize. Are you high? Like, he is vulnerable. This man is not, his entire planet is exploded. They are all dead. We know that Kryptonians are not the absolute. It's just he happens to be closer to our yellow sun, which makes him more powerful. But like him and
that sun thing sent people apparently.
This right here. Someone said the sun hurting Superman, and it's like it's not hurting
him. It's healing him. This man's bones are broken, and they are in real time. His bones are melding together. Are you crazy?
As the homie put it, imagine your ribs are broken, and you get an insane force used to fix them. The point of him having pain at being healed is because healing hurts, and he's having healing done literally at an exponentially rapid pace.
Seconds. Yes, Adam, go.
Very similar to when Logan does it and goes, and pushes the bullets out of himself and
Logan.
everything's fine.
Agreed.
And that hurts him. But
the thing
Superman
about
healing is
Logan
not.
he's had centuries to feel that and to know what that pain and mentally understand and what do you call it? Like categorize or like
Right. And
compartmentalize that pain.
the other thing is, like, yes, we're not having a day one Superman. This is an established somewhat Superman, right? But there's no Lois and Clark like love yet. So it's still early Kal-El. Like it's early Superman. Like he's still
No, I think
feeling
there
out
is-
how
I think
powerful he
there
is and
a
stuff like
Lois
that.
And I think that their romance is already established. I think we're knee deep in that as well.
I thought that they said I thought that what I saw from the CinemaCon stuff was like she was interviewing Superman, but it's still like it's not a known
They don't
thing
know.
of who's who yet. But I think to Adam's point, he was saying people don't mind it when it's Logan, so why do people mind it here? It doesn't make sense. But
Because Logan
Because
is
it's
Rob's
DC and
cousin.
everyone wants to hate DC.
It's not that, it's that Logan doesn't feel, and so we don't see him vulnerable. Whereas Clark, that's all he is vulnerability. And people don't
people are like Snyderverse, bring back Snyderverse.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's your favorite crowd, Jasmine.
I don't care. Everyone is stupid to me. I just want
I hate people and everyone's stupid. Quotes of the show.
Who else? Let me see.
Listen, guys, I am exhausted, and so I have a shorter fuse for just people who want to be dumb. And I tell you that all the time. I don't watch shows that are meant to just be dumb. Idiocracy is a real thing, and I don't subscribe to it. I want to challenge myself to think critically, or at least think a step further. I realize that I am going to be at fault for saying some stupid shit sometimes, but I challenge myself not to further make other people dumb.
But you read something where dragons and people connect together. It's a ripoff of Avatar.
First of all,
don't you ever.
She's just Jake Sully. Move on.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I think he's dissing Fourth Wing.
No.
No, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Knows where I'm going.
No. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. I started Fourth Wing. Hands up. I started Fourth Wing.
Jasmine, there's a reason. So the podcast, shout out to Shits and Gigs. James has been in his naughty bag.
I was already reading it before that, but anyways.
And he was doing readings of certain parts of it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And when he was talking about how she connected with the one dragon, then connected with the largest dragon and all that stuff and everything, I was like,
she connected with the largest dragon first.
But I was like, she's just Jake Sully. Like she's
no.
Said it. Don't care.
No.
If anything, she's Rock Lee.
Completely different. That's completely different because all of those in Avatar, everything is connected to what is the essence of the entire planet. Tarnanok ain't got nothing to do with that.
He don't.
Nah, Tarnanok, he fucking don't give a fuck about nobody.
He be throwing up gang signs for real.
Those moments of lightning thunder.
First of all, listen, it was actually Harris Heller who got me started, but then yes, it did turn into, because remember I told you, Jasmine, it felt like everybody's been talking about it. Now one of the most popular comedic podcasts, guy's manager.
Hold on, but he sounds like he's talking about it like it's a joke.
He got into it because I think he's starting to see the similarities of like that society and like Attack on Titan. And he's a big Attack on Titan.
They're big anime people.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like because his manager, Megan, has been trying to get him to read it. And it's like, he's like, I finally started. And he was like, I'm hooked. And everything about what has him hooked is stuff that's very similar to AOT. That's like,
can't love anybody in that book. Everybody is up for sale. I love
they don't give a fuck.
You couldn't like everybody in AOT?
No, you couldn't. No. You couldn't like everyone because
her point is because they
connection to it.
They would die.
They would die. It's Game of Thrones style.
I can't tell you how many times I have been made to the very first death in this book, Adam. I literally was like, wait. He just was talking about
the girl playing video games and the bunny hops up. She goes,
oh. He literally was talking about,
Last of
man,
Us comes out soon.
It's gonna be a long 3 years, but I'm gonna marry her when I get back home. I wanted to
All right,
die.
I will. Here's what I'll say: I will download it and listen to it while I
Yes,
drive around.
yes. And then if you really want to cry, go read Sunrise on the Reaping. That's the new
Rise on
Hunger
the-
Game books. It's Haymitch's book.
I
If you
saw
want
it.
to
Oh,
cry, if you
didn't
want
they
to
give a trailer for that already too?
yes, we did. We got that at CinemaCon. We got the trailer for that. This is one of the first
Because those were
um
working coincide, right? Like they were
we're working
finishing.
together. Yeah, which is insane. That they had a film deal before the book was even released.
I'm not going to name a name, but how do we think that movie does?
You're not gonna name a name.
For someone who said how it's gonna do, I guess.
What was the last Hunger Game?
That was
Oh,
Great
the
Segler's.
snow.
Yeah. I think this one is going to surpass that because this one has a key component. It's Haymitch, and we're bringing back what the
People have
hell
been
is-
wanting Haymitch a lot.
Well, no, it's the actor who played Haymitch. Everyone loves him. He's in the Zombieland and
Woody Harrelson.
Ho-Hos. Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson. Thank you. Don't know why I couldn't remember his name.
Wow.
He's usually bald, so
Actually,
it always weirds
the
me out
hair.
with Haymitch when he's got the
Speaking of-
hair.
this is more of a Jasmine question because she's an actor. Did you see what Bill Murray did at New York at the theater the other day?
No, what happened?
So Bill was in the theater to go promote one of his movies he's doing or whatever, things like that. Anyways,
Sure.
he's at theater. He's got one security guard with him, and he's just walking downstairs in a New York, I think it was an AMC. And this guy had his phone next to him, and it looked like he was recording him. And I guess he was too close. And Bill kind of like kicks him a little bit, and he turns around and gets him and goes, "If you get close to me again, if you attack me again like that, I'm gonna step on your foot." And then turns around and walks out and goes, "I'm serious. I'll kick your ass." And then just walks away because the guy was just like in his face on the side. That's a typical Bill thing. Like, I think some of these old, like, it's funny to see that. And then within the same breath, see Harrison Ford just standing, waiting for the 4 train, and taking the 4 train and then directing traffic because
I go back to that video of sorry to interrupt you. I go back to that video of Selena Gomez where she's feeling so scared and intimidated that she politely asked the paparazzi to leave her alone because they are, quote, scaring her. Like, she quite literally, like a timid child, is like, "Can you please just let me have the rest of the day because you're kind of scaring me and I just want to like have a day." And the paparazzi like being like, "We're sorry, Selena, but like it's our job. Like, we're sorry, but
It's our job to completely harass you.
yeah. Like, it's just ridiculous."
it's my job to look into your windows and see what cereal you're eating. My bad. Like,
But also, violence is crazy. The man said, "I'm gonna kick you."
but I find it funny how in the same breath there's that, and then like I said, Harrison Ford directing traffic because people are stupid and went to something that was cut off, so he's bringing around, and then he's waiting for the 4 train because
Can I
his
also-
wife is in a Broadway play.
Can I
But go
also
ahead.
say a movie that I think you guys are really going to enjoy that I was shooketh upon seeing because I thought it was going to be really dumb, was Him. It's the
Yes.
Jordan Peele film. It's a football
Yeah.
film. This trailer sucked me in. And like having a Wayne's brother in there too as like the antagonist, I was like, everything about this movie was like,
That's a
it's
major pull for a
sports
lot of people.
film, it's a horror, got a Wayne's brother. I was like, this is everything I hate about movies. And then they played the trailer, and my ass said,
You have my attention.
"You have my immediate and direct attention." Did you guys know about this film before CinemaCon or
Mhm.
I didn't know anything about it before CinemaCon. No, very excited because Jordan Peele, to me, hasn't missed. I know a lot of people, feel like I think Nope is probably his weakest. Which I mean, I guess third movie syndrome, right? Like, I know he wasn't making like a trilogy, but like that tends to happen with third movies. I do think Us was his strongest, but I have enjoyed all of his thriller films, and this one's pretty exciting because the fact that it's drawn in you, someone who has had no appeal towards it, goes to show that like that's the beauty of the art form,
Fair enough. John
I-
Wick is coming back. Yes, Adam. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's good. I do like how we're getting the animated of that. We're getting the John Wick 13. Speaking of actors who they have till they're 90 playing one fucking role, and Ballerina comes out soon.
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask, since it is closing time soon, I was going to ask you the one question that I know everybody wants to know.
How was How to Train Your Dragon?
You're goddamn right.
You're goddamn right.
Goddamn right it is. What can I say without saying anything? Okay.
There's dragons. There's people.
No. I can. So upon walking into CinemaCon, the first thing you're introduced to is Hiccup, or not Hiccup. You kind of Hiccup. His costume. You see Astrid's costume. You see Fliss, and then you see Astrid's dragon. And so that's just and they're to scale. It almost feels like, and it's so. And you're just immediately like,
It was that one little island when you walked in.
yes, that the one island where everyone is trying to take their photos and their videos, and so then we walk into the room. And DreamWorks or either DreamWorks or Universal gave us seats in the front so that we can watch it. I wanted to sit upstairs. That's a whole nother conversation. But we were in VIP seats to watch it. And so we did. The second that this movie starts, you hear the soundtrack that you've always known and loved, but wider, but more cinematic, but more just into your bones, and you're immediately pushed back into your chair with how wonderful it is. I think
Maxwell commercial, Jordan.
yeah, I think non-spoiler, it took a second because I had to the thing about Game of Thrones is that this is a fantasy world that you will never visit. I think because a lot of it looked like Scotland, it looked like Ireland, it looked very like places you could see in real life. You had to fix your mindset on seeing these real scary ass dragons, because I feel like whoever was working on Game of Thrones worked on this movie because these are real fucking scary dragons. And there's one dragon in particular that I was really nervous about, and it's the dragon that's just pure flame. Like his whole body is just fire. When I tell you, I would be scared. They fucking did it, because the first battle is at night and you see this motherfucker and he is the devil. Like it's so scary, and I love it. I think that if this was a rated R film and not PG-13, they would have ruined me as someone who wants to wake up every day. Like I would not be able to leave my bed because that dragon was so cool. Big over summary. I think the first 15 minutes, you got to find your footing with this film because it is a PG-13 film. We're used to seeing dragons in a rated R kind of thing. So I think you got to readjust your mindset a little bit, at least our age range. And then it just goes. And they add so many things. Like they answer questions you didn't even know you had, but you're so thankful that
That's
they
what I
were
love
answered,
about a live action adaptation.
you know?
That's what they are fucking
That's what
for.
they're for. And they were able to answer a lot of my questions I didn't know I had. They answered the question of why is Astrid not white? And that's what I'm going to say. That is answered in a very beautiful and honestly fluid way that reinforces the entirety of this city. It was great. It was great. I cried so many times. I cried. And I think that what the hell is the main guy, the daddy? The
Gerard
guy
Butler is his name, but
Gerard Butler, thank you. Yeah. I think Gerard Butler, he was born to play this role. Gerard Butler.
yes, it's Gerard Butler from 300. That's him. Yes.
Yeah.
I speaking of him, I saw a movie he was in recently. I'll end the show with it.
Okay,
Continue your thing.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I think that fans, I would be hard
What does it make?
like my
It's box
rating.
office. What are we thinking? Does it do the B?
Does it do the B? Yes. Yeah, I think it does.
DreamWorks B?
Well, I think it does, not only because it's the only thing that's coming out that weekend. They made sure that that's the only big release that's happening that weekend. You don't have to Google it, Jordan. I'm telling you.
I wasn't. I was just getting up How to Train Your Dragon stuff in general.
Yeah. He Googles it and I'm wrong. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's coming out.
Ballerina comes out that weekend.
So that's number one. Number two is not only does it get the nostalgic adults who will watch this again and again, it gets the kids. And I think that's what's really going to do it, is the kids wanting to come back and see this a bunch of times. It just is a good film, guys. I don't know how to express that in any other way. It's just a really, really good film. And all of those moments that you wanted to see translated from the film, like there are significant moments that you needed to see. And obviously, like, I can say this one because it's in the trailer, but like the hand touching the dragon, we had to see that in real life. But there are so many other moments that had to be translated in order for us to accept this as a How to Train Your Dragon movie that they just nailed. They just nailed it.
It's what I'm continuing to see. Everyone's like adding small moments to enhance the original. Like you've got, those faithful images. This is like 1-to-1.
Oh my god,
Um,
and, like, the sounds that Hiccup makes, I know because we don't know what a dragon actually sounds like, but the
yeah.
sounds that he makes, the little trills, the little, like, it's just so adorable and nice. I love it, and his scream when,
I
like,
want a dragon.
his scream when Hiccup releases him from the, like, what do you call it? Like, the ropes, that very fir when Hiccup decides to save him
The
and release
net.
him, and he screams at him, the sound that comes out of Hiccup is so, like, I don't know what a dragon feels like, but I know that's what it sounds like, and it
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
Usually I just hear Dracarys and then that's all I hear.
right, and then just the sounds of flames,
Yeah,
but
and
an
death and
actual
screaming.
scream from a dragon, just like, "Fuck you!" Like, it was so cool. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool.
I'm excited for it. It's funny. It's one of those things that you know, that's what you want to hear. And we talked about it with the Snow White before, right? Like where like if you're going to do a new adaptation,
Yeah.
give me a why. Like at the same time as like we want a 1-to-1, like not really, but we want a 1-to-1. Like don't deviate from the important stuff is more, I
Right.
think, of what we want. Like I think, for example, one of the things people didn't like about the Avatar live action still to this day was how they tiptoed around Sokka's misogyny just because that was supposed to be very important when he met the Kyoshi warriors. Don't deviate from something like that. But then when you're going to expand in those little areas where you answer stuff I didn't even know I wondered about.
Right. This was cool.
Same thing of with the Lion King live action, not really live action, that I don't really care for. One thing I enjoyed that they did was showing when Nala left Pride Rock and how she ran into Rafiki and
Yes.
Rafiki pointed her in the direction of that's how she got to, you know, give me something, give me a reason why you are adapting this. So that makes me very excited to go and
Mufasa
see this
deserved it.
movie. Y'all also haven't seen that movie. But it sounds like everybody says that Mufasa was he did it for the cootie.
He did.
He's trying to get some of that Pride Rock.
Mhm. Mm. Anyways, Adam, you said you wanted to wrap this up?
Lionsgate is cooking on a new franchise that everyone needs to lock in on, Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves is fantastic.
Really?
They are doing what Fast and Furious originally was trying to do, and it's so much better. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I'm telling you,
Forgot that.
there's 2
It's a
movies.
book, isn't it? Den of Thieves?
No. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the answer. Lionsgate, so it's the same director for the first 2 movies, and Lionsgate has done both of them. They've led into a third one, and it very much is already in production and stuff like that. They're working on it. They're making a new franchise, and I'm down for it.
Where are you seeing this? Because I have yet to find it.
Yeah, who is your source?
What, for the third one?
Yeah.
Literally, you can go into IMDb, and it's already like there. Den of Thieves 3. It's not even named.
Where did you even see where was this a CinemaCon?
It's
Well,
crazy
I guess
that
it
this is what you wanted to close the show with, something that neither one of us knew about. That's wild.
because I was about to say when I looked up Den of Thieves, it was like Den of Thieves 2 came out like earlier this year. I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
Den of Thieves 3 is
plot unknown.
open right there. There's a plot to it because, Jordan, here's the thing. You've watched all the Fast and Furious movies, right?
Oh, Shay Jackson Jr. Okay. I'm seeing what you're.
You've
Yes.
seen all the Fast and Furious movies, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, I
we are currently like the second movie, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. You guys gotta look. They did the jailbreak when Dom, so O'Shea is Dom, that's Paul, and like they just do a
Smart
way
Butler
better
wasn't connected.
storyline, and it's exactly what it should have been. Like the cars never should have been in Fast and Furious. They should have just done a storyline. It made sense. This is more realistic. Like it's Mission Impossible and Fast and Furious storyline. Like it's good action, good storyline, good acting. I think it's fantastic.
as of
And Gerard Butler is the star of this?
Both of them. That's Ice. That's Cube's kid.
Ice Cube's son.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised this one just went right over my radar.
There's only 2 of them, Jasmine, so you're not super far off. I mean, both.
This man
both
heard
are very-
Gerard Butler and was like, "Oh, by the way, guys."
Oh, I saw it the other day at the house, and I was just so in love with it. I like everything they're doing. Also, Anonymous shout out to Bob Trevino likes it. I don't know why it's not getting enough talk. I think it's fantastic. It's fucking made me cry 100 times. Just saying. And Fight or Flight. Go watch that.
And Fight or Flight. I love it. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. The Sunrise on the Reaping was the only other big one. Long Walk is a film I will never ever watch in the entirety of my life.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I was excited to hear
that
about.
I was very excited to hear about. The Ballerina was great. And then we got all the Spider-Man news. So
Wait, there was Spider-Man news?
Oh,
You excited about 2027, Jazz?
You feel some kind of way? I am.
Fuck no.
I am very excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I'm super excited for Spider-Man 4, Brand New Day. I like that.
Did you see who I think Sadie's playing now? So in the comic for Brand New Day is a redheaded forensic scientist at the NYPD who in that comic is a love interest to Peter. And also
so it might be how he starts working with the police.
Because she was forced to take the blood. But that's a whole other thing. Whether they do that or not, I don't know. But I'm just saying, she doesn't have to be Mary Jane because she's red and white.
Well,
we already have an MJ. Go fuck yourself.
We've been saying that forever.
I know, I just want to say it again.
He's talking to the people.
Oh, I'm not talking
you.
Yeah. You bitches.
Ooh,
not you bitches. You bitch. Watching this shit.
But not if you also agree that she's MJ. But
if you sub and you like us, then fine. It's not the bitch isn't thrown at you. It's
blurry.
Unless that's what you like, in which case, yeah, use a little bitch. So
she gets one TV and all of a sudden she thinks like
do you even know where you're gonna put that thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it away. I'm not keeping that TV. Are you crazy?
Saint.
Are you crazy?
You are such a wonderful person. She was like, I don't have nowhere to put that thing, y'all.
I don't need it. I've got 3 TVs. I'm using a TV as my computer monitor right now. Like I have 3 TVs in my house. I don't.
Also, Jordan, you and I both know her.
Fair.
No, my what? Say that one more time. Say that with.
I said you and I know her in tech.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can't read books on there. Like you barely.
I'm so good with tech. I built automatic wings. I'm in there.
She did.
I'm in there welding. I'm so great with tech. I just am not good with numbers.
Is that tech though?
Numbers?
No.
Technology?
Numbers.
Yes. I'm in wires. I'm like building. I'm like you like the shit when it's done. I'm the one that's building it. That's the difference. Is I am building it so that you can enjoy it. That's the difference. I don't care about what it does after the fact. I'm just in there building it.
What was that for? Are you still working on it?
For a photo shoot. No, it's done. They're chilling in my closet now. I do have to make another set. Yeah.
Homegirl said she is.
She got to take a nap.
She Bobette the Builder.
That's what we call Jer. Jer always wants to do something. It's like she'll literally. It's like somebody's just like, oh, I have to put these cards away, and she randomly pulls out a fucking like toolbox, and she's like, "Oh, you need to build an end table for it?" And it's just like, no, I just have to open the door and put it in there. Like, what the fuck?
She over here welding and shit, welding and wires.
She wanted to take a wood class. She wants to take a wood class at Depot, and I'm just like, for fucking what, Jer?
Let her. Jesus.
Y'all seen how 2025 go? You might need it, bruh.
We already have one pandemic. All it takes is one malnourished pile of flour to fuck us all over, right?
So that my lips aren't fucking red, and it says that I said this, but I don't know if you saw. China got threatened with a 50% tariff now.
Yeah, crazy.
God damn.
Looks like we're all fucking going back to landlines. Fuck iPhones and anything else.
Oh, they said that iPhones might cost $3,500.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm not getting no new iPhone. I'll go.
Get it before everything starts.
Give me a SIM card for this. We're good. Just right here.
God.
SIM card
Is that
for this.
Digimon? Is that digital like?
Wait, hold on.
Digimon,
here we go. Yeah,
it's
a sidekick. It's a sidekick. Okay. Know your shit. It's a sidekick.
With that bad boy.
No, sidekick right here. This is. Just give me a SIM card for this. We're set. That's
it. God.
Digital monsters, Digimon.
Yeah.
Jordan, I got one for you. I got a sidekick for you too. We're good.
Why do you have multiple sidekicks just on deck right now? to raise the digital world.
Question: if there was one franchise that you had to get rid of between Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible, and none of the movies ever happened, which one do you get rid of?
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. No hesitation. That's
Tom Cruise has a wonderful career without it.
That's one man's ego trip versus an entire world with multiple actors, multiple storylines. Mission Impossible is one man's.
You said entire world like they weren't on the same fucking island every single time.
Hey, listen to me. When I tell you, Adam, the first 3 Jurassic Parks.
That's not true.
The first
of them are like in the streets.
The first 3 Jurassic Parks are enough to keep that in line for me. You can, as you get to Jurassic World Dominion, I mean, okay, you kind of losing me, but 100% Jurassic Park. The first Jurassic Park alone nixes like 3 Mission Impossible movies for me.
I disagree with that. The first Jurassic Park is so old and outdated, and I can't get behind that. But
I love Hold On to Your Butts. Sam Jackson died for nothing.
I get it. And like, I never got behind the Jeff Goldblum is sexy. I think he's a wonderful, creative, charismatic man. I just never got behind. Oh, well,
they really was doing a whole lot trying to make him
a sex icon.
And now some people look at him like that. They be looking at him like he granddaddy.
Not Mission Impossible.
I don't think Adam wanted us to say that. Adam, you always ask us
an argument. I thought that was like, this is a pretty good argument. Both of you were like, fuck that short king.
Yeah. Adam, when I tell you, I think I haven't watched the last like 3 Mission Impossibles.
Adam, it's okay to be short. I'm sorry, you, Tom.
How do you think I feel? I'm 5'2". He's 6, but so is he.
Women act like there's not a fucking 6 foot. Like it's just 5'11". I'm sorry, it's either 6'2" or short and alone. That's all it is. That's the fucking measurements.
Yes. And now
but see, Adam,
you can begin to heal.
And that's the problem is you were the one who called him short, and he's the same height as you. How do you think I feel? I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10". I'm a short king, apparently, because short is anything less than 6'1".
There's room for shorts for all. There are 2 legs in a.
You did this to yourself, Adam. Why are you so upset? You should have checked his height before you said that.
Well, on that note, I think it's time for us to wrap it up. Some people
guys, make sure you like the video.
Existential crises over here.
Like the video for short kings everywhere. And like the video if I'm not gonna promise that. I was gonna say something about Jasmine's TV, but she doesn't even have it yet, so I don't even know what I'm saying.
What is the fucking? What are you gonna promise? It ain't your TV.
I was about to be like
she'll not put it up.
You know what? If you subscribe, you'll know whenever she starts the giveaway. I don't know where she's gonna post it, but social media links down below and everything. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
There you go.
I turned it
friends. Alrighty. Until then, make sure you do all the things, and we'll see you for next time, and perhaps we'll talk about Daredevil then, because we're getting close.
TTFN.
Bye.
Bye.